What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Surviving Java series. And today we've got a couple of different little projects that I want to get done, and one of them is to work on one of the Nether tunnels, because it has been driving me mad for a little while now. So what I've gone and done is got all the resources ready over there for us to sort of crack on with that, and what we will do is sort of knock that out and then hopefully move on to another little sort of redstone project that I want to get done today. And I love the fact we've got jump boost over here, because this way we can just hop around and sort of just glide everywhere, which is really nice. I'm sort of doing the backstroke. Yeah, when you do the little glide when you're walking backwards with double jump, you sort of do a little backstroke thing, which is peculiar. But yeah, let's get out of that view. So yeah, let's head over to the Nether tunnel. But what we'll do is just jump straight into a time lapse of me building it, because all the resources are over there already. And then once we're done, we can have a little stroll through it just to see what you guys all think of it. So yeah, let's crack on with that, and I will catch you after the time lapse. Oh my god, guys, so that took a total build time of approximately, it's about 4.5 to 5 hours, and that's only because it is a very long tunnel, not because the design is overly intricate. It is just a pretty long tunnel. So it is done all the way to the end, and it is just, obviously it's very repetitive, just like the other Nether tunnels. But what we've gone for is a sort of black stone. We've got the basalt pillars, and then we're using the cyan colours of prismarine as well as the warped wood. And the resource wise, I had the majority of these resources on hand, by the way. That's Stakes Tunnel. On each of the tunnel entrances, I have tidied it all up and made it spawn proof, just so it melds well and it connects on to this tunnel perfectly fine. And I had to make sure that I lined up the entrance of it where our main sort of Nether hub's going to be. This is the mining desert. This little ice road goes miles out into a new area, because we wanted it to be outside of the next reset line. So the desert I'd find was over 5,000 blocks away. So it's a fairly decent long tunnel, that one. But yeah, this sort of leads on to this Nether hub thing, which Mac has dug all the way up to the Nether roof, exposing the bedrock. But I did actually have to make sure that it was aligned, so it was the exact same starting point as that one, and mirrored that one and that one, and all of them aligned perfectly. I'm just waiting to see what Mac would like to do with this area. While I'm over here, because Mind Void actually wants me to drop off some sponges for her, so what I will do is grab some sponges. Let's just grab a stack. If she needs more than a stack, then I will drop off more than a stack. But I think a stack should be fine. Have we got any signs at hand? Signage. I know I went through and organised all of my boxes, so we've got like 2 stacks of every single wood type, but I think I put away all of my signs. And what I will do, rather than crafting one, I'm just gonna message Mind Void, message Mind Void in the Discord and let her know that that's over there. And if you're wondering why I've got so much crap in my inventory, it is because I've got the resources ready for the next project. So yeah, let me message Mind Void regarding that. But this is this tunnel done now. This is where we was keeping all the resources. Mac sort of built this cubby hole in prep of working on the main Nether hub area. I have also gone down that tunnel and tidied up the entranceways. I've extended that tunnel down to the very end and then tidied up all the entranceways of people's tunnels. This one is now done and dusted, so I'm happy we've got the fourth one. Because this is our spawn one that goes to our steampunk island, then we've got the tunnels that lead to the north, east, south and west, all the cardinal directions. And then after I finished doing that tunnel, I got a little bit bored and I thought that I should work on sorting out a nether tunnel and an entrance for our storage area. So that's also what I've done. That was sort of completely off camera, just in my spare time. I sort of like dug it out and I was like, well, it's only a short tunnel, so I thought I may as well just crack it out and get it done. And I wanted to keep within the same theme. So on the left hand side you got size, and then I wanted to mirror the sort of same design, so it goes down, and then we've got the same sort of wall borders with the stone and the jungle wood. And then we've got just the little lighting strips using a bamboo with some sea lanterns. And yeah, also this actually, is it the same thing? Because it's a crimson forest, I can't really tell the particles that well because they blend in well with the sandstone. But as soon as you come in here you can really tell them. I keep on thinking I've got one of the spore blossoms up, but I just haven't. But yeah, this is my now little nether tunnel that goes into our storage area. So if we go through here, I do need to change the blocks behind the portal, and then it comes into here, and I've sort of decorated it in here. So we've got a nice big portal. Obviously there's still more work to be done. I've also encased this entranceway and then got some glowberries, and I've grown a little azalea tree just to cover up the back end of the redstone of our sorting system on this end. That way you don't run in and you haven't got all them random coloured walls with barrels and composters in the way, because otherwise it doesn't look very great. Very good. All of these are a little bit long, so I'm going to have to come through here with shears and sort of zip them, which is, yeah, that's the technical term for stopping them from growing, is zipping them. So what we're going to do is head off over to the next area, because when we done the reset for 1.18, it is now night time, so I don't think I've got a bed on me. Have I got a bed anywhere? Let me see if I can't find a bed in one of these. Have we got any blue wool? Yes we do, so grab 3 blue wool, and then let me grab some wood, and 1, 2, 3, awesome, and then crafting benches over here. So let's just make a quick bed, that way we can sleep before flying off. Because when the 1.18 update come and we sort of wiped out our village and our when we wiped out the village with all of our traders, it also got rid of our sugarcane farm. And yeah, so although I've got around about 12 to 16 shulkers full of the sugarcane, it's just sugarcane, I still want to be able to have a sugarcane farm, because obviously we go through rockets, and I'm sort of making my way. I accidentally filled my fireworks shulker with the decorational fireworks, which is, and I really can't be arsed to unload them and find a place for them in the storage system, because they vary in name, like every single stack that I made. So I just thought I may as well just use them and get through them whilst I can, and it saves me then having to craft more rockets for the time being. But yeah, rather than having the sugarcane farm miles away from where we actually need it, I've decided that I want to put it over here next to our mob farm, so that way we can implement it so the sugarcane drops in with the rest of our mob drops, and we'll just add a new filter line in our storage system. So what I may do is get rid of our rotten flesh filter line. So this rotten flesh one, I may empty this and replace the filters with sugarcane, or I may cut our gunpowder filters, because gunpowder goes like, where is it? It's like all the way up to here, and that is an obscene amount for room for gunpowder. So I reckon we could probably cut 3 off of there. because at the moment, yeah, we've only got like 5 double chests worth of gunpowder running. But yeah, I'm also going to have to light up all of the new caves underneath this creeper farm, because instead of AFK in here in the storage area where I like to AFK for it, I've actually ended up having to create a little AFK spot up here. I don't think I'm going to make that. Yeah, up here in order to AFK for the farm, which I'm not a massive fan of having to do. But you do get the overview on our turtles, and you also get phantom spawn, because I didn't realise that if you've only got glass above your head, phantoms still spawn, so I may actually have to replace yeah, I'm going to have to replace the top of this, and I'm going to have to replace the top of that. And so the plan here is, what I'm going to do is sort of dig a hole down by about 10 blocks, and then dig a 7 wide strip and around about 4 deep, and then dig that down on every single one of the straight sides. And then after that, I'm going to put in sugarcane farms on each side, which will then kick off the sugarcane into the collection and water system underneath inside our mob farm right at the bottom. So that way we don't have to worry about the collection or the waterways. We can just dig it down, build the farm, and then just kick it all off into the collection system of this farm, because the collection system in this farm works pretty well, and it just runs everything straight in. That way we don't have to worry about having all of these waterways needing to be done. So yeah, so what we're going to do is probably jump into a time lapse of me cracking on with that. All of these resources is put aside strictly for this, so what we can do, I am going to actually have to get some chests out, because digging obviously creates resources. Let me just get out all of these, and we've got a couple of the sugar canes to get us started. Pistons, observers, redstone and dirt. You're going to be using dirt purely because if it was visible I would use sand just for decorational purposes, but because it's not visible I'm not overly bothered. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on and jump into time-lapse and me doing this, and hopefully it comes out alright and I don't run into too many issues, especially with the water. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Okay, so that's all done now, and I have actually put the filters in, so we are now getting sugarcane feeding through into the system, and it is just gradually coming through. I have done all 4 sides. Initially I was going to do just 2 of the sides, but then it was a lot easier and a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, purely because the straights on the sides of the farm are a lot smaller than the diagonals, and I didn't fancy designing sugarcane farms to run on diagonals. And it's not the redstone part of the farm that would have been an issue, it would have been the water system in order to push the items into the collection chamber where all of the other drops for this farm is going. Where is my... there we go. So I've got the straights on every single side done with the farms, and there's 6 layers and there's 7 wide on each side, which equates to 168 growing spots. And obviously with this type of farm, because we're not using slime block launchers in order to kick the sugarcane out, it would have been a lot cheaper to do so, but it would have also mean the redstone would have been just a tad bit more annoying, because you would have had one observer kicking off the whole system, rather than whenever one grows to 3 it'll kick off, which means this farm is going to be slightly lossless every now and again, with sugarcane getting caught on the edges of the dirt. But we have now got a sort of passive source of sugarcane coming in. It's not a massive... What is that? Is that ice? That's weird. I'm not too sure why ice was there. Yeah. I have sorted out the filters, so I got rid of a couple of the gunpowder filters. Is there a way of me getting up to the filter lines in here? We hop up to here and go, just say up here. So our sugarcanes, that's our gunpowder. We've got 1 sugarcane, 2 sugarcane, 3 sugarcane, 4 sugarcane. So yeah, so we've got 4 sugarcane coming in on this side. I do believe everything is aligned, so it should be getting picked up when it does come in. Now, obviously with only 168 growing spots, we are not going to be seeing like a huge amount of it coming in, similar to the fact like we are not going to be getting a huge amount of gunpowder coming in because it's a multi-mob farm, not just a singular mob. And we are still actually getting slimes, spiders, skellies, zombies. Obviously, chewing up the mob cap. I'm also going to have to go down below and light up the caves, or keep the AFK spot up high. I'm not a fan of the AFK spot being as high as it is, mainly because the farm was designed so the storage area could be a safe AFK spot, and I prefer that. Like, I actually spent the time in decorating the little section underneath just so it was a nice place to AFK, so you have all of this sort of coral underneath you and around you, and that way you got the tinted glass that you can see into the farm as mobs spawn and get pushed off the platforms. But when we're down this low, you get very, very few mobs spawning, and obviously you can't be that close to them platforms, otherwise mobs aren't going to spawn anyway. But we have now got the sugarcane farms in. They are now producing, and we are getting our source of sugarcane in order to continue making our rockets, which I'm hoping to be able to get through the rest of these stupid explodey rockets, because they are severely hurting me and damaging me each time I use them. But yeah, just our AFK spot, this is where I'm probably going to go for the time being. I'm probably going to go drop off all of them resources back to our storage system and let that filter through before we crack on with next week's episode. Mainly because I'm fairly sure that we've run completely out of time on today's one. But we have actually got quite a bit done. It's like I got that main Nether tunnel section done, which took a good 4 or 5 hours. I got my mini Nether tunnel done, which only took around about half hour, 45 minutes. These took around about an hour and a half. So yeah, all of this done within the space of a day is not too bad. And obviously I've not had to go around collecting all of the resources, because I've had all of them sort of just building up passively in the background as we sort of go around doing bits and pieces. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and it's going to be like a... Oh no, because the glass is see-through, so yeah. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Without breaking the glass. Bye-bye.